Not a full round, but 8 games last night in the Championship and some pretty big surprises. Here's what went down: every game, every team, every goal. Get your comments in on last night's happenings. I didn't do predictions for this bunch of fixtures, and I'm pretty glad of it, to be honest. Let's work from the top down as ever. Starting with Sheffield United 0, Rotherham 1. A chance for Sheffield United to go top of the table, but we get a brilliant away win for Rotherham. Been worried about the Millers' form lately. 4 defeats in 5 going into this one, and away from home not being great at all. But what a win this was. Ben Wiles grabs the only goal in the first half, and Rotherham keep United out for the win. Frustrating for the Blades, who'd won 3 on the trot prior to this one. Rotherham now a point per game away from home. If they can dot in another few away wins throughout the campaign, could be vital to where they're ultimately headed. Watford 2, Reading 0. This couldn't have gone too much better for Watford, could it? A victory over Reading and nobody else up the top, either winning or indeed playing. It's exactly how the Hornets fans would have wanted this one to play out. A double for João Pedro, who's very pleasing on the eye, but could do with bumping that total up. He moves on to 6 for the season. The Brazilian scores from the spot in the first half, and late on after Reading can't deal with Sarr's cross. Watford under Bilic is now 6 wins, 4 defeats, which despite quite a high number of defeats is plenty enough points per game to be staying up there. Reading, 4 points in 8 games. Really horrible run now heading towards the hiatus. QPR 1, Huddersfield 2. Another surprise as bottom side Huddersfield go away to top 6 side QPR and secure a win that looked even more unlikely after Lyndon Dykes put Rangers ahead inside 2 minutes. It's an odd hero for Huddersfield. Fullback Josh Ruffles scores twice before half-time. Fires home a loose set play for the first, and the second is incredible. He flips it up and hooks in a lob over Iain with the outside of his foot from the edge of the box. Brilliant goal. 36 shots for Rangers, but no points, and only 1 point indeed in their last 4. Okay, not the most replicable win for Huddersfield, but a huge boost nonetheless. That's 3 down. Guys, do us a favour, hit the like button to support the channel as off we toddle to Birmingham 2, Swansea 2. 2 sides very much worth keeping an eye on. Play out a 2-2 draw at St Andrews. Hogan, brother, keeps up his good form. 9 for the season for him. Nobody has more in the division. And Cham curls the equaliser. And then Grimes, who's normally further back, sort of circulating the ball in midfield, finds himself in the box to put the Swans in front before half-time. Deeney, don't leave him alone in the 6-yard box. He smashes home from a corner in the 89th minute. Frustrating one for Swansea. And a second straight 2-2 draw for them. They haven't won in 4 games now, interestingly. Birmingham, 2 defeats in 13. Very durable from John Eustace's Blues. Stoke 2, Luton 0. Stoke win the Nathan Jones derby with the Luton boss set to be talking to Southampton today about going and managing the Premier League side. All very unsettling for the Luton players and fans, so not a massive surprise to see them go under in a much needed win for Alex Neil and Stoke. Powell, with his signature manoeuvre, arriving to head home the opener. It's an own goal from Lockyer from another left-hand sided cross, but Stoke out of sight inside the first 15. It's 2 wins in 3 for Stoke, something to build on there. For Luton, all eyes now on the manager situation. Coventry 2, Wigan 0. Frankly, likely outcome here with Coventry in brilliant form, Wigan the exact opposite. It took the Sky Blues until the last 15 to get in front here. Gushamer fires home. Nasty deflection on that one, though. Wigan's defence seemed to be running in treacle as Gyökeres carried the ball absolutely miles before eventually hammering home the 1v1 for 2-0. Coventry now have 23 points in their past 11 games. And I think we all know if the next 11 looks vaguely similar, they are going to be looking at the playoffs rather than the bottom, which they were a short while ago. Wigan, 4 points in the last 10 games. You don't need me to tell you where they're headed if the next 10 is similar. Only 2 to go now. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything on the channel. We're off to Blackpool 0, Middlesbrough 3. Well, this one looked absolutely dominant for the Borough as Michael Carrick picks up a second win as manager in charge there. Jones, controlled finish from a forced knockdown for the opener, and Force himself cracks home the second from the penalty spot. It wouldn't be Carrick's Borough, would it, without an Akpom goal. 4 in 4 for him. 7 points, indeed, in 4 under the new boss. Means we are now in good start territory at Middlesbrough. Blackpool slipped to a 3rd straight defeat, and the goals have dried up. No goals in any of those 3 reverses. Cardiff 2, Hull 3. A first win for Liam Rossini as Hull boss in dramatic fashion down in Wales. Hull lead early. Pelkas knocks home a devious cross from Greaves, who seems to love playing at left back, doesn't he? Perhaps some problems playing out from the back. New instructions, new style here. Complete giveaway from Hull for Robinson to equalise. Robinson himself then stands up a lovely cross for White to head Cardiff into the lead. But it's a quick-fire double from Slater. He drills home from the edge of the box for 2-2. Then he arrives nicely onto Longman's cross to smash home the winner. Good start for Rossini at Hull then, 4 points in 2. Both clubs, though, still too close for comfort in terms of that bottom 3 currently. Here's your table then. Missed chance for Sheffield United. They could have gone top. Good day for Watford, as we said, with nobody else taking 3 points. And keep an eye on Coventry, now into the top half. Huddersfield still bottom despite that win at QPR, but they did make ground on both Wigan and Blackpool, who slipped to defeat. Now, I do think there's enough games and goals for us to do a goal and a team of the night. Goal of the night feels like a bit of a tap in here. I've got to go for Ruffles' second for Huddersfield. Tremendous goal, and uniqueness for me is always the key to my taste. You will not see many goals like that this season. Team of the night, I think we better go for Rotherham. Tremendous away result at nearby neighbours Sheffield United. Stay with us on the channel. I had a good look yesterday at the Nathan Jones Luton to Southampton saga. Click up here to watch that video, as more will no doubt be revealed today.